NFL Week 1 is finally here, baby, and it's time to break down a couple of those games. So I'm going to preview and predict on 3 key games that we got for y'all this week. But before I get to that, it's time for me to break down my final division and give you my final predictions, and that's the actual division of the Super Bowl champions, baby. That's right. I'm talking about the AFC West today. Welcome to Gridiron Nation, special edition live stream on a Sunday evening. Happy Labor Day, y'all. Let's get it on and let's get it popping because it's time to ride, baby. Let's do it. Now put the top down, gotta make it easy to find me with my Locs on, cause that summer sun be shining. Got my girls riding with me and they singing my songs. All smiles cause they're rolling with the wickedest one. Not a worry today, we out to have us some fun. Hit the backyard boogie, it's about to be on. See the homies in them low rides, polished and clean, looking mean in the tightest rides, hitting the scene. Forget the honey-do list, I'm calling all of the crew. Put down some meat on the grill and we gon' see what it do. I'm all good now, I got myself a plate in the brew. Turn up the oldie suavecito, that's my favorite tune. With kids running around, ain't nobody acting a fool. On again, I done told you that my people are cool. We got the vibe locked in, y'all got nothing to fear. Southwest summer, and it's my time of year. Yeah, what is up, familia? Welcome to another episode of Gridiron Nation Podcast. Or should I say right here, this is the vodcast. And it's the same damn thing, but it's a video version. Y'all already know, man. This is the official podcast that is made for the average hardcore football fan, by the average hardcore football fan. Y'all already understand that's exactly what I am. What is up, baby? I hope you guys are having a good Labor Day weekend, right smack in the middle of it. Shout out to all my fellow 9-to-5 workers out there. You know, 9-to-5, a quote thing. I know we don't all do 9-to-5 bankers hours. I wish I did. Damn fixed schedule. But anyways, man. We, us, the working class, we're the ones that make this thing go round, man. You know, we make that economy go. We make this country go. So much respect to each and every one of you that puts on the grind every single week, man. I hope y'all enjoy and are enjoying your official Labor Day weekend. But, man, what is going on, y'all? So we've got, it's been summertime. You know, it's still summertime. You know, we got week 1 coming in. And like that opening song, by the way, if y'all are digging that track, and if you don't know, I don't know where you've been, but that's my latest summertime anthem. A little something I did with Mr. Rigo Luna from out there on the West Coast. A little something called Southwest Summer, man. Y'all can find it anywhere where you get your music, okay? Just look up The Wicked One, Southwest Summer. A lot of Spotify, getting a lot of plays on there, getting a lot of plays on Apple Music, everywhere, man. So if y'all are digging it, let me know. Reach out, and I always appreciate, you know, the good vibes that people can send me, man. But, yeah, so here we are, and, you know, we're ready to go. We're ready to go, ready to do this thing. Jersey, what is up, my brother? Yeah, man, my co-host right here of the Gridiron Podcast. Still getting used to that, man, but I'm loving that. I am loving doing that show with you, brother, and I appreciate it. Thank you for being here, showing mad support like you always do, my friend. And if y'all didn't catch our live stream yesterday, man, we had a lot to talk about. Y'all need to go back and watch it, all right? You guys already know the channels. Go on and check it out. It was a good show, man, so y'all need to be sure to stay up on that, all right, man? But, you know, I got to start off, y'all, with some it's been such an amazing last couple of weeks, okay? Because this year we've always been given some blessings this year. We've been getting some blessings, and I've had 2 over the last couple of weeks, man, and it's amazing to me, and I hope it is good news. These 2 pieces of good news, mind me putting this out there, but I'm just so excited, man, and I got to share this with you guys. A couple of weeks ago, you know, so those of you who know me and my family, you understand the journey that my mother's been on and the fight that she's been on with a little thing called cancer, man. And you know, she done knocked cancer down the first time, beat it the first time, and it came back. Now she's been at it again. And a couple of weeks ago, by the grace of God and, you know, by all of your prayers and by her strength alone, she's back in remission, y'all. We got such amazing news. I was so happy. I couldn't I couldn't not share it with you guys. I'm so excited about this, man. And, just continue to pray if you have been. I appreciate all of you who have been praying for her and who always asking about her. And she's doing good, man. My mom, she don't stop, man. She don't stop. She is the epitome of strength, in my opinion. Definitely the epitome of strength in our lives. And, shout out to you, Mom. I just want you to know that my respect for you, my love for you, and my admiration for you is above all others. Okay, so thank you for being such a great example of strength and adversity. The way you face adversity, it's just amazing to me, Mom. And I'm gonna do my best for the rest of my life to make you proud and try and see if I can at least take a little bit of that strength that you've shown us and given to us, man, and just ride with us. So that's the first piece of good news, guys. That's the first piece of good news that I've had. Yeah, man. So we're very happy about that. Jersey, so happy for your Mama Garcia. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. And I know she does as well. So now I got to get to the next one, y'all. And this one is like, it's still weird for me to say some of this stuff, a key word. But I just found out, well, me and Betsy just found out that we're going to be grandparents. Okay. I'm going to be a grandpa, grandfather, whatever. I am excited as hell. Adriana Martinez, mija, thank you so much for this beautiful gift you're going to be bringing to this world. I can't wait to meet your baby, my grandbaby, whatever it is, a boy or girl. Man, this kid's going to get spoiled. We are so excited. And it's still feeling weird saying grandpa. You know what I mean? When people are like, oh, I heard you're going to be a grandpa. Yeah, I am. But I'm excited about it, guys. We're so happy about this. And, just much respect and so much love to Adriana. We love you, mija. And we are going to be by your side through this. Whatever you need, you already know we got you. All right. So we are excited, y'all. And because of that, it's Labor Day weekend. Yeah. I had to celebrate a little bit, baby. Yeah. In style. Y'all already understand what that star means. Jersey, I know you do, my friend. So cheers, man. I got to take a little bit right here. Yeah, let's get it on, baby. It's time to get rolling. And sorry, y'all. Hang on. I got to turn up the AC just a little bit. Yeah, get it nice and cool up in here. I had to try to chill out a little bit, man. I was just getting ready to start the show. And two of my dogs decided they wanted to get in a fight. Y'all know how it is, man. They are, I got some young pit bulls. They're all female. So I had to, me and Jose had to get out there and calm them down. I had my Micah jersey on. Dang it. The damn dogs. And had to spray some water on them, and she shook it off and got my thing all jersey, got it all messed up. That's all right, man. I decided to go with Amari Cooper today, all right? I don't care if they're not on my team. If they were once a Cowboy, they're always a Cowboy, baby. Y'all already understand how this works, man. All right? So, happy Labor Day weekend, everybody. That's right, man. From Jersey, the King, the Gridiron Show, and his co-host. Yeah, Gabriel Garcia. All right. But so I had to get my dogs out there, and I'm all working on, I'm worked up, and we're trying to get them separated. And I'm like, ah. So I had to try to calm down. This is like literally, y'all, like 5 minutes before I came on live. All right, I'm tripping. So I had to calm them down. We had to put one in the garage, and I'm like, damn, I need to chill. Grab the vape pen real quick. And I said, I know exactly what to do. Went and grabbed a shot of whiskey, took a shot, and I'm straight, baby. And we're ready to do this, man. We got a lot on the freaking bill today, y'all. All right, so it's time to get rolling with it. And first of all, I got to send a shout out. That's right, DC Fan for Life, baby. Y'all already know. Y'all already understand how this thing works, man. So let's get it popping, baby. So now I told y'all it is summertime, and that's why I wanted to get one last little shot to throw my new song on the intro. And I decided, okay, it's a little hot right now, right? We're not. I know football is starting, y'all, and we had college football's already in gear. I shouldn't even say football because football's been going all year round, right? Those of you who aren't just NFL fanboys are gonna understand what I'm talking about. It's called something called Spring League that kicked in right after the Super Bowl. So for those football lovers like myself, like my dog Jersey there, football didn't stop for us. So I don't know why some of y'all were like, oh my God, finally it's football season. Man, now we've had football season all year. It's NFL season. That's the difference. And, it's still a little bit hot out there. And I got to thinking, man, my daughter's out there the other day, and I was spraying the dogs with water. We take them out there with spraying the water. They like to play with the water. I throw it up. Our dogs get, man. They get all playful when they're puppies like that. And I was trying to tell my daughter, you want me to spray you? She's like, no. So, and I'm thinking to myself, man, y'all remember when we were kids? You remember when you were a kid, what kind of things you used to do when it was summertime? I don't know. Some of y'all may have lived in a big city. Some of y'all live here in Cruces, where I'm at, or here in the Southwest, maybe a small town. You know what I mean? And I'm wondering what are some of the things that you guys used to do, man? Like, one thing I remember all the time, of course, we talked about we used to be running around and drinking out of the water hose because you didn't want to go inside. You didn't want to be coming in and out. You know why? Because whether it was mom or dad or grandma or whatever, they were going to be like, cabron, stop coming in and out of the damn house. You come in like for the third time in like an hour, and they're like, that's it, close the door. You're not going back outside, cabron. And you're like, damn, man, just came in to get some water. But we found a way around that. All right, what we started doing was drinking out of the manguera, the water hose. All right, you would just go out there and you let the water run, and everybody's just sitting there, and you had to let it run because that shit was hot as fuck. It was hot. So you had to let it sit out there, and then you got a little drink of water. Everybody got some water. Damn, and it came out cold too. After that little hot stuff that was in the hose came out cold, man. So you were like, ready to go. I'm ready to do this, and y'all would go play, right? So other things. What are some other things that y'all used to do or y'all remember as far as summertime as a kid? What are some things that you guys remember? You know what I remember? Do you guys remember like the popsicles? First, like we had a couple different kind of popsicles when you're a kid. They still have some, but you remember those ones that it was like a weird kind of like double tube with a little thing at the tip there, and you had to snap it in half, and then like whoever it was that gave it to you would make you share. You're like, man, I don't want to share. These are both mine. You had to share them, but you had to put like a little paper towel holding it because it was too damn cold. You had to kind of squeeze the thing out. I know you guys remember those damn popsicles. Or how about the little push-up ones? You just cut the top with some scissors, you get the damn thing. You know what the best part was, though? That was like the equivalent of an ice cream cone when you get to the bottom. Because those popsicles, like the Pop Ice ones, yeah, man, the outer pops, you cut the top, and you're sucking on your freaking, on your damn freaking little kid. You're going at it with that damn popsicle, and then you get to the bottom, and there's like that much juice in the damn thing. What do, man? You squeeze that shit all the way up, and that was the best part of the damn popsicle. I swear, because it was pure concentrated sugar in liquid form at the bottom of that popsicle. I loved that shit. I still love that shit. I still do. Jersey says, opening the fire hydrant and the candy lady. And see, this is why I said, like, some of y'all that grew up in other cities, because like here in my area, here in the Southwest, here in Las Cruces, we didn't do the whole fire hydrant thing. But I've seen it on TV. I've seen it on movies. I know friends, there were times we'd be in El Paso and you would see that. They'd pop open the freaking fire hydrant and you got kids there, water spraying all over the damn place. So I can never did that, Jersey, but I see what you're talking about, brother, because I've seen it before, man. So that was one thing right there. All right. That was another thing that some of y'all might relate to. And how about like on summer nights or even just during the day, it's like summertime vacation. Maybe it's too hot that day to go outside, and you're like, man, well, we got to do something, man. What are those damn Memorex cassettes? Or maybe it's like a cassette that you didn't even want no more, and you kind of put some tape on the top. And if you don't know what a cassette is, don't be sitting there saying, damn, I don't know what that shit is. This dude is old. I don't give a damn. Some of y'all going to relate to this shit. But you got that cassette. You put it in and you just sit there and you push record and pause. And every time a good song was coming on the radio, you hit pause and then let's start recording. All right. But you couldn't do it right away because the damn DJ wouldn't shut up. He just keep talking. You hear the song begin. You're like, oh shit. Get it ready. And then he won't shut up. And you're like, come on, dude. Like the first verse is about to kick in. Shut up. And he won't shut up. He just keeps on talking. But then finally you get that one little part where he stops talking and you hit record right as the first verse is coming in, man. You're like, I fucking got it. I got it. And you do that all day, all summer long. And by the end of the summer, man, front and back, you had a freaking chingon mixtape put together with all your favorite songs. And right when you're getting ready to go back to school, you're like, man, y'all need to hear this tape that I recorded this year. It was on point, man. So that was another thing, man, dealing with all that music. Yeah. What's up, Mom? Thank you for joining us today, Mom, for coming on to the live stream. I don't know if you caught the message to you a while ago, but either way, you'll get to go and watch it back. But I hope you don't mind, but I had to share your amazing news with everybody else and blessing, Mom. So I hope you don't mind, but I love you, and I'll be calling you later tonight. I promise, all right? So now, that... Yeah, Trisha says, you had to stop before the DJ came back on. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. And the DJ's just talking, man, and you hear the beginning of the song. Like I remember, it's like Lighter Shade of Brown, you know, on a Sunday afternoon, you hear the beginning kick in. And then it's going on, and you're like, and the DJ still, and coming up right now, this is the new summer banger from Lighter Shade of Brown, Mr. OD. And you're like, shut up. I know who it is, fool. I need to hit record. And you got the song, man. Sometimes you didn't, though. I love you too, Mom. I love you too. Sometimes you didn't get that. You know, sometimes you didn't exactly get the song where you wanted it, and then you were pissed off, and you had to wait again later on. You know, because sometimes if it was a song that didn't come on very often, you were like, damn. But you know, then there was those songs back then that they just played like 10 times every hour. And you're like, I'm about tired of this damn song. I recorded it 3 days ago. All right? So, yeah, Jersey, do something right here. It's replying to you, Mom. Congrats on beating cancer's butt, Mama, again. Again. That's a warrior right there. Mama is a warrior, man, definitely. So, you know, what's another thing y'all used to do? We spend our summer days, you know, when we're home all day. Because back then, y'all, we didn't have cell phones. At least some of us did. In my generation, we didn't. We weren't there to have cell phones. Hell, you know, it wasn't until about maybe 5th grade that my mom was able to get me like a Nintendo. So a lot of times you didn't have a video game. You just watched TV, MTV all day. You know, so well, another thing we would do, man, is, you know, you get posters out of these magazines and you're pinning stuff. Next thing you know, by the end of the summer, you got a wall full of stuff. It's funny, y'all that follow my music, you know that I do hip hop. All right, you guys know this, obviously, by the opening song. There's my Tia Margaret. What's up, Tia? Much love to you. Love you, Tia. Mama is a warrior. Love you, Mia. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. So, you know, we would get all these magazines, and you got your whole thing. Well, for me, I wasn't into hip hop until probably about maybe age 11, 12-ish, when I heard Young MC and NWA, and it kind of started flipping me. My brothers were really big into like the hair bands and like hard rock and, you know, Metallica. I'm talking about Ozzy, Motley Crue, you know, stuff like that. So that's what I was into at a young age. So you get that Hit Parader magazine. Y'all remember Hit Parader? Some of you OGs are going to remember that one. And I remember because I would get these posters in there, man. And like by the end of one summer, we lived on a street called Baldwin when I was near Conley Elementary. If you're from Cruces, you know where that is. I remember my room, man. It was just full of all these, you know, from Dio and Rat and freaking Cinderella and Motley Crue, Ozzy Osbourne, Metallica. I had them all over my walls, man. And I spent a whole summer putting that collection together, man. It was a thing of beauty. If I'd had a cell phone back then, I'd taken a picture. I posted it up right now for y'all to see. But unfortunately, we weren't blessed with that kind of technology back then. Now, we had to find ways to amuse ourselves, right? We used to walk all over downtown during the summer. It's hot as hell. You know, mom's at work, so it's like, man, hey, let's just go walking. You know, I used to go in my brother's room and steal their change. Man, they used to whoop my ass for that. I go steal like all kinds of quarters that they had, you know. Let's see. Oh, Tricia. Oh, so y'all lived on Walden. All right, so you were around that neighborhood too then. All right, much respect. Much respect. So I would take my brother's change, right? I remember my boy Mike Garcia, we would go down and we'd walk to Pickwick, you know, buy all kinds of snacks, man. Or we'd go down to this store they had called Mott's, which was right in the middle of summer. We're walking down to Mott's. and they had like this little section with Jolly Ranchers, all these little candies that you can get for like 5-10 cents. And then right next door was a place called Pizza Man Express. They had these big ass 32-ounce fountain drinks for like 25 cents. Take $5, and I'm walking out with a bag of candy and a big ass soda. And for the rest of the day in the summer, man, we're walking around town because we're hooked up on caffeine and sugar. And it was on. It was on. I miss that, man. I miss that kind of childhood. B, what's up, girl? How you doing? It was good to see you. Ran into my good friend B there and fellow Cowboys fanatic today out at Walmart. Damn it, man. Y'all need to stay home on Sunday. Stop going to Walmart. I know I was there too. But damn, man, it was too damn packed. Hate that damn store, but sometimes we just got to go. You know what I mean? So anyway, so yeah, we did a lot of walking around town during the summer. Just watching a lot of TV. I remember that. Sometimes, though, it was dangerous that we didn't have this kind of technology and stuff to keep us occupied, because sometimes you started finding ways to occupy yourself, and it wasn't always the best ways. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not going to get into some of the trouble we would get into, but, I mean, you guys understand what I'm saying, okay? Playing board games all summer, drinking Kool-Aid. Do you guys remember, we were talking about the popsicles. Remember they had those little plastic things that they would say, oh, you pour some Kool-Aid in it, put it in the freezer, and you got yourself a popsicle. I don't care what anybody says. Those things never came out tasting like popsicles should taste, okay? Even if the Kool-Aid was good, you pour it in there, put it in the damn freezer. When you got it out, you're like, this don't taste like no water pop. Ah, man, where Bill Cosby at? Give me a pudding pop or something. Man, hell no. So it just got me to thinking about all this stuff, guys. You know, we were always doing stuff like that. We'd make these things called slam books during the summer and get them to people, and they would write, you know, little answers on them. You're looking at your yearbook from the year before, having sleepovers with friends, hanging out, you know, up all night, playing freaking video games. It was fun, man. And I kind of miss being a kid. I do. I miss that summertime childhood. You know, we would just be out there just hanging out, man. Hanging out. That's all we would do. You know, we'd be playing football, basketball down at the school, whatever it was, man. It was always a good time as a kid, and I really miss it. I know a lot of you guys miss being a kid as well, but hey, man, as long as you keep those memories inside of you, summertime as a kid, you know, you're always going to have them with you, man, and that's what keeps us young. You know, my grandma Mary, may she rest in peace, she always used to tell me, mijo, you're only as young as you allow your mind and body to tell you are, or old. She would say you're as old. Always make sure that you remind yourself that you're young. You know, she'd say, if I want to be young inside, and she was funny, man. She would say little things and act certain ways that remind you she had a little kid inside of her. You know what I mean? So it was always a beautiful thing as a kid, man. And I hope you guys all have like those good, fun childhood memories. You know, we didn't all have everything. You know, a lot of our kids have a lot more than we had back then. Because that's what we want. We're hoping to provide them with more. But, you know, we may do with what we had, right? We didn't always have the world. We didn't always have everything we wanted, but we had what we needed. And during summertime, we definitely found ways to occupy ourselves, sometimes good and sometimes bad. All right. So, so let me know, man. If y'all want to, you know, let me know what you guys used to do during the summertime. If you come up with anything, man, and we'll talk about it and just have a good time with this topic, man. Straight up. So now, what we got next on the agenda, man, is all right, Cowboys fans. All right, now before I get into this, I want to make sure that y'all understand that you guys who know me, you know how much of a Cowboys fanatic I am. Obviously, I mean, come on. You know what I mean? It's obvious. Hang on. Yeah. It's obvious that I'm a Cowboys. All right. So I got a message for all of you Cowboys fans out there. Now, this is not going to pertain to every one of you. Okay. I promise you, if you get hurt by this as a Cowboys fan, it's because the shoe fits. Okay. But if you don't, if you're like, oh yeah, I've seen that too. I've seen people doing that, or I haven't. Okay. Then it doesn't pertain to you and you ain't got a trip. All right. So, little message for Cowboys fans. Yeah. I'm going to use my dry erase thing here. All right, because I got stuff here, man. I got little notes and everything. I've already got one pre-written. And this is message number 1, Cowboys fans. All right? Certain Cowboys fans. All right? Jersey. You're ahead of me, my brother. You're ahead of me, man. All right? So, with that said, that's right. Message number 1. We are not starting Trey Lance. Okay? Stop talking about it. Stop it. Trey Lance is a third-string quarterback, an emergency quarterback who's going to be sitting on our scout team every week. He's not going to see the field this year. Probably not going to see the field next year, and maybe even not the third year. We don't know. If things go right with our current situation, then we won't have to see Trey Lance on the field. You feel me? So I've been hearing all these people, oh, Trey Lance should be starting week 1. Trey Lance should be QB2 in week 1. I can't take y'all serious when you're saying that. We're trying to have a serious football conversation, okay? Because this man was brought in as a project. It's time to leave it be. I don't care if ESPN's still talking about it. Of course they are, because it's the Cowboys. You know what I mean? That's what we do. We bring ratings, baby. That's why we're America's team. But I don't care if they're talking about it. All right? I don't care. Robbie, what is up, my brother? Yeah, what's up, Robbie? I ain't talked to you in a while, man. One of my greatest friends right there. Calls me Grable. Always call me Grable, man. Damn it, Grable. I feel bad for you. I'm going to start a fund to get you some clothes to wear. This is the guy, y'all. I've told y'all this story before. Some of you guys. Okay? That many years ago, me and Robbie were working together, right? We had Romo. Dallas was rolling that season, man. We were rolling. They had Eli going, you know, and I think Dallas ended up finishing the season like at 13-3 or something like that. And we had swept the Giants that year. I remember. And Robbie is a Giants fan, okay? We swept them that year. And I remember I was talking so much trash, y'all. We got to we got the first round bye, and the Giants got to the divisional round. They got to play us because they were a wild card team. And I remember giving Robbie so much hell all week. Do you remember that, Robbie? I remember, man, I was like clowning all week. I'm like, man, we done swept y'all. How's it going to feel when you beat y'all a third time? Got Eli crying. How's it going to feel? And he would just stay quiet. He's like, all right, Grable. All right, man. I ain't going to say nothing, but all right. We'll see, And all week long, I'm just like this, man. I'm talking all mad shit. Mad shit. And then the game happened. And the Giants beat us when it mattered most. We lost. And the first thing I freaking remember as the clock was winding down was thinking about Robbie and saying, damn, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I said, I don't want to go to work and face this man. So I said, you know what? I got to take my lumps, man. I didn't give him a chance to call me and trash talk. I called him. Like 5 minutes after the game ended. And I'm like, Robbie. And he's like, why the hell did you call me? You robbed me of the opportunity to call you and talk some shit, man. He says, I can't do it now because I told him y'all got us, man. I talked mad shit. Give it to me. Tell me what you want. I got to take it. And he was like, man, I can't do that, man. But that was cool, man. That's a good memory I have with me and Robbie as far as the football story goes, man. So, but thank you. Thank you for jumping onto the stream today, brother. I really appreciate you. Well, you got to remember that. Hey, man, that's a horrible memory for me, bro. You know what I mean? When my Cowboys lose to the Giants after we swept them in the regular season. Well, we all know, man, that's the hardest thing to do. But anyways, I got off track. Back to you, Cowboys fans. So Trey Lance is not starting. He's not playing. Y'all better hope that he doesn't play anytime this year, because if he does, that means our top 2 quarterbacks are out. And you can say bye-bye to a deep playoff run. Okay? So let's stop with that one. Now, my second message to Cowboys fans, and I don't think this thing's on mirror. I think it's going to come out right. Will Grier is not better than Cooper Rush right now. Stop it. You know, when the Cowboys cut Will Grier like we knew they were going to do before the Raiders game, all I kept getting was Cowboys fans talking about on my Cowboys fan page, Dallas Cowboys Nation on Facebook. Look me up and follow me. I'm live there right now. But all I kept getting was people talking about why is Will Grier, why did we not cut Cooper Rush? Why? Are you guys serious right now? Will Grier had one great preseason game. That's it. Okay, and it was against a second and third string Raiders defense. Their first string defense is already bad. Imagine how bad their second and third string is. So what does that tell you? Dak Prescott calling the plays. Dallas Cowboys came out and said before that game started, they said, we are going to kind of put Will Grier on a stage in this Raiders game because we're going to cut him. We want to give him some time to put up film for other teams. They may want him. All right. So we knew this before. And yet y'all are still out here talking about he should be our QB2. No, he should not. Did y'all forget what Cooper Rush did last year? Okay. We may not have had this explosive offense that we do with Dak, but that's because it's always like this on any team. When you get a certain quarterback in there and then you get his backup in there, the play calling changes, the playbook changes. Okay, so they simplified it, and our defense said, all right, you know what? We're going to carry you. Just don't lose the games. And Cooper Rush did his job. Ended up winning ball games for us. All right, y'all remember Cincinnati took them out. So all this talk about Will Grier, y'all need to let it go. If that's the case, go down. What is it with the Bengals on their practice squad now? Go be a damn Bengals fan. I'm tired of hearing it. Will Grier had one good preseason game, and it was a good one, and I wish him well. I really do. But right now, he's gone, and our QB3 is now Trey Lance, who we're going to develop with a much higher ceiling. And Cooper Rush is the QB2, as he should be. All right? So that one was one I had to get off my chest. I got one more for you Cowboys fans, and then I promise my rant about all this is over. And y'all can hate on me all you want. I don't mind if my own fan base hates on me. Come with it. All right? Because I'm a realist. Okay? I'm a little bit biased when it comes to like Dak and shit like that, but for the most part, I'm a realist. All right? Jersey says, now he better than Cooper. I'm dead, right? That's what I'm talking about, bro. Cowboys fans are tripping. All right. Last message right here. This one bothered me, y'all. Sorry, I should have wrote this out before. You know what? I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it. D. Ware deserves a Hall of Fame. Right? He does. And he also deserves what the Cowboys are giving him. The ROH. All right. Y'all be patient with me, man. And if you can't read this, I'm sorry. I know it's chicken scratches, but I got to hurry because it's live and y'all are waiting on me and trying to get you to keep scrolling. No. D. Ware deserves the Ring of Honor. Okay? The one thing I got from some Cowboys fans this week and last week when I made a post about it, man, and this post went viral. I made a little graphic with DeMarcus Ware talking about he's Cowboys announced he's going to be in the Ring of Honor. And what did I get from some of you Cowboys fans? All I kept hearing on that damn comment section is, well, what about Jimmy Johnson? What about him? We all know, I get it. He belongs in the Ring of Honor. Okay? He was a coach. We're talking about a player who earned his spot too. Y'all want to, like, the props that should be gotten by this man and that he deserves and the honor of being in the Cowboys Ring of Honor. You want to disregard that and make it a conversation about Jimmy Johnson? Y'all go make your own post about it. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. The day before DeMarcus Ware was announced as being the next Ring of Honor recipient, I didn't see none of you guys posting about, well, where is Jimmy Johnson going to get in the Ring of Honor? Nobody was talking about it. It wasn't until DeMarcus Ware got announced that he was going to get into the Ring of Honor this year that all of a sudden everybody made it about Jimmy Johnson. I love Jimmy Johnson. I watched the Super Bowls that he won and enjoyed them. I love what he did for our team. He belongs there. He does. But this one right here about DeMarcus Ware, don't make it about Jimmy. This is about DeMarcus Ware. All right, so y'all stop taking that man's props away from him. Give him his rightful due. He deserves to be in the Ring of Honor, Cowboys fans. And y'all can go take that Jimmy. Go do a Jimmy post on it. Go on my page and make a post all about Jimmy Johnson deserving to be in the Ring of Honor. And I promise you, I will support that post. I'll share it. Okay? So you leave my boy DeMarcus Ware alone, man. He deserves this. He deserves the Hall of Fame. All right? Just get me worked up. See what y'all do? Now I need a drink. It's your fault. Yeah. That's how we do it, baby. Y'all don't like it, I'm sorry. Because just like Jersey says right there, we realists. We are. All right? Y'all don't have to. We ain't casuals here. Nah, we don't do that here. Damn right. Damn right, B. You already know. So let's keep rolling, y'all. Now, what I got next for you guys, this is going to be something I'm going to try to get through a little fast, okay? Because I've got 3 games that I want to talk about that are on the week 1 docket this week. Well, next weekend, whatever. It starts on Thursday. NFL season, baby. It's about damn time. But anyways. So let's get to my next segment here. Where am I at here, man? I'm trying to. Yeah. Here we go. All right, y'all. It is time for us. Me, us, whatever. Y'all in my comments section will help me out with this. It's time to give my predictions on the AFC West. This is the last one that I'm doing. Waited on this one because I had to pay homage and give honor to the Super Bowl champions, man. Patrick Mahomes himself won it on one leg last year after losing Tyreek Hill. They got it done, man. He was playing hurt. I think he had to come out a game during the playoffs. So much respect to you guys, man, to the Kansas City Chiefs. So I got to start with y'all. I'm giving, as far as who I got finishing this division, number 1, I can't take this away from them. I got to pick the Chiefs to finish number 1. You know why? It's for obvious reasons, man. Super Bowl champions. How can we not? You know, a lot of people, I'm hearing a lot of things of people being like, well, they didn't add very many people. No, they didn't. But when you're the Super Bowl champion, you don't really have a lot of holes to fill. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're already as good as you want to be. Now, you can always get better. I get that because now they got the target on their backs. Everybody's coming. Everybody's going to bring their best game to the Chiefs this year. Okay, so what I'm looking at, though, is I at the wide receiver position, I really thought that we're going to go after Hopkins, maybe make a trade because they don't have the money. They don't have a lot of money to spend, but they didn't. And my guess is that they are expecting for Kadarius Toney, okay, former Giant, was actually playing well in the postseason last year, man. The dude balled out. I think they're expecting him to be that guy. He has a very high ceiling. The potential for Kadarius Toney is ridiculous. It's a maturity thing, and now it's a health thing. He's got to stay on the field. Andy Reid can deal with the maturity thing. That's one thing they don't coach him. They'll be fine with that. All right, but the whole thing is he's got to stay on the field. And that's my kind of number 1 thing right there. Then you got Sky Moore, who they drafted last year. He looks to be taking a bigger role because y'all remember their wide receiver 1 last year was Juju Smith-Schuster. He's gone now. All right, he's gone. You got Matt Nagy calling plays. He's replacing Eric Bieniemy. So I don't know how much this offense is going to change because they have so much trust in Patrick Mahomes to kind of do his thing, do what he wants to do. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna change much. So we're gonna see though. We're gonna see if their offense changes a lot. Now there are some changes though. Like I said, you know, there's no more Juju Smith-Schuster. Marquez Valdes-Scantling's still there, but their deep threat, McCole Hardman, he's gone. He's with the Jets now. All right, so if we're looking at, let's start with Patrick Mahomes, man. MVP last year. Okay, Super Bowl MVP last year's Super Bowl. Injured his ankle in the playoffs. Played through that shit. Dude is a warrior, man. He's a soldier. I played all 17 games. 435 completions, 5,250 yards. The man is a beast. 41 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, man. Crazy. Mahomes is a monster, y'all. In my opinion, the best quarterback in football. Hands down. All right. But who's his top target? It's crazy because it's not a receiver. All right. It's not a receiver. It's tight end, Travis Kelce, but this guy, I get it. He puts up like wide receiver numbers. You know what I mean? So that's why everybody's drafting this dude. He's like the only tight end getting taken in the first round of fantasy drafts. I saw it all this freaking week because I've been trying to get him and I couldn't get him. Pissed me off. But I did get Justin Jefferson today in another draft, so I'm cool with that. But anyways, Travis Kelce, 17 games played, so he was healthy all year. 110 receptions, 1,338 yards, and 12 touchdowns, man. The dude is no joke, and he's going to have another big year. All right, so Travis Kelce is going to be that big target getter again. Very difficult to cover. They double him, the dude still gets open. It's crazy. He's like the Cooper Kupp of tight ends because no matter what they do, he still manages to get open. Now, the RB1 situation has changed now. You're looking at Isaiah Pacheco taking the whole load now. This dude played 17 games last year, but he didn't start getting the full load until about halfway through the season. You know, when Edwards-Helaire, like he usually does, drop off. So he had 830 yards last year. That was after sharing the load, man, and he really came on in the postseason. So I expect Isaiah Pacheco to hit over 1,000 yards this year. All right, he's going to get the bulk of the carries. We look at their defense, much improved than other years. They were number 16 overall, so they were really middle of the pack. All right, but they were number 8 versus the run. Very good against the run. With that said, Chris Jones is not there right now. And from what reports I read about today, their defensive tackle, all-world defensive tackle, Chris Jones, he's not going to be there for week 1. He may not be there for 8 weeks. I mean, he's holding out. He's like, no, y'all need to pay me. I ain't kidding. I ain't playing. I ain't playing with y'all. That's what he's saying. So if y'all ain't going to, that number 8 run defense overall last year, without your all-world defensive tackle to plug that huge gap, take on those double teams, you can expect that number 1 run defense to drop dramatically. Y'all need to pay that man, get him back on the field for you as soon as possible. All right. But if we look at their pass, they were number 19 versus the pass. That's another problem right there because Chris Jones also from the defensive tackle position, it's a very rare thing. There's a few of them that do it, but he also provides a very strong pass rush as well as his run stopping ability. So he's not going to be there. Now, you still got linebacker Nick Bolton. He had 180 tackles last year. But y'all going to need some help, man. Y'all going to need some help on defense, but as of right now, they are my Super Bowl favorites, as they should be, because they didn't lose very many key pieces other than Juju, but I expect Tony to kind of ease his way into that spot, Kadarius Toney, and you still got the best quarterback in football, and you still got Andy Reid, man, so what can I say? So I got those boys finishing number 1, and I don't know if anybody can knock them off of this perch. Okay, from the number 1 spot in the AFC West. But if there is one team that can do it, I'm going to tell y'all right now, it's going to be my dude, my favorite quarterback that is not named Dak Prescott, Mr. Justin Herbert himself and his LA Chargers. I got them finishing 2nd this year, but do not be surprised if this is the year that they finally dethrone the Chiefs. Because if we look at the Chargers, man, they are fully loaded on both sides of the ball. I mean, let's look at what they got. First of all, you got head coach Brandon Staley. If he does not get beyond that first round of the playoffs after that epic second half collapse last year against the Jaguars, he could be gone after this year. All right. They do bring in a new defensive coordinator, Derek Ansley, and he's got a fully stacked defense to work with, man. But the key is right here is a new offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, came from Dallas, Cowboys fans. We know him well. And I got to be honest, he is perfect for a quarterback like Justin Herbert, who just loves to sling the ball. All right. The issue with Kellen Moore is sometimes he gets weird, tricky, and conservative at the worst possible damn time. He's not going to be able to do that because you have Austin Eckler there. Austin Eckler's big ability comes out of the pass game. Okay, he's not your 3-down back that's going to just pound it up the middle, you know what I mean, and wear defenses down. That's not what he does. So they're going to have to use him in other ways, but they can get creative with him, man. And I mean, like I said, this Chargers offense was number 13 in the league last year. They had a lot of injuries. There was a point that Mike Williams was out. Keenan Allen was out. They had everybody hurt. Rashawn Slater, they had like 3 guys on their offensive line hurt last year. Everybody's coming back. Everybody this year. They're all healthy. Rashawn Slater was a big one, man. That guy is one of the best tackles in football right now. All right, so we look at what Justin Herbert did last year in 17 games played, 477 completions, 4,739 yards, and 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. My boy ain't playing with y'all. All right? And I got to be honest with you guys, man. He's got Keenan Allen there. And Keenan Allen is a very solid veteran. He's one of the better route runners in the league, but he's starting to have hamstring issues as he's getting older. So they went and drafted Quentin Johnston. And those of you who actually follow my show every single week, you might remember during my kind of draft preview episode, I talked about this dude, okay? I talked about him. My brother Ignacio, what's up, brother? Much love to you, man. Hey, I meant to call you back earlier. I just been busy, all right? I'm going to get at you later. Justin gets better every season, and he really does, man. I mean, this guy he's such an amazing talent, and I think he's going to get better every year. I think he's already elite. Some people disagree. Other people are putting Jalen Hurts over this guy. Y'all need to stop that shit. I'm sorry. Y'all need to stop. Jalen Hurts had one good year. All right, did most of it with his legs. He is not near the passer that Justin Herbert is. All right, so that's all I'm saying. Okay, but I got to go to bat for my boy Herbert. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, they drafted Quentin Johnston out of TCU, and I told you guys he was my number 1 wide receiver in the draft this year. Okay, they went and got this dude. He's a big body dude, man. He's great after the catch. He's going to be a weapon in the red zone. If Keenan Allen cannot stay on the field, I expect, or even Mike Williams, who had 895 yards last year in 13 games, four touchdowns. I expect Quentin Johnston to be able to step up and just do it, man. We're talking about a dude who's 6'3", 215 pounds. All right. That's a hell of a build for a receiver. So that's as far as the receiving core goes. They're good, man. They're set. Plus, Justin Herbert just has an ability to find guys you've never heard of on the field at times. Wide open. And you got Austin Eckler, 17 games played. Won me one of my fantasy football leagues last year. That's why I drafted you twice this year, dog. Do it for me again. 915 yards rushing last year. Almost 1,000 yards. Like I said, though, he's not that kind of rusher. He can still go in between the tackles when he has to and hit that speed. But the thing is here, he had 107 receptions, 722 yards, 18 total touchdowns. The man went for over 1,600 all-purpose yards. Austin Eckler is going to be a hell of a weapon for Kellen Moore to use this year. I'll tell y'all that much. Now let's swing over to the defensive side of the ball, and it all starts up front with that pass rush. All right. First of all, you got Joey Bosa coming back healthy. This dude played 7 games last year. 7th game, he was out rest of the year. All right, so that really hurt them last year because a couple games later, dude on the other side, Khalil Mack, he got taken out for the rest of the year as well. All right, so both of these monsters are coming back now. They're both coming back. So you've got that front solidified, man. Solidified. When we look at their linebackers, we're trying to make sure, we're trying to see how this defense can do because they were number 14 overall last year, number 10 versus the run. A lot of people don't realize they were top 10. With that whole banged up injury-ridden defense, they still managed to be top 10 versus the run and number 13 versus the pass. It's only going to be better this year. Why? Because besides Bosa and Khalil Mack coming back. You got J.C. Jackson coming back healthy. He was out for the year last year. You got Asante Samuel Jr. coming back healthy. He was out for the second half of the year. And you got Derwin James, the best damn safety in football, coming back healthy. So, bottom line here, Chargers, if everybody stays healthy, it will not surprise me to see them take the AFC West. But because, I can't do it to the Chiefs right now because they're the Super Bowl champions. So, won't surprise me though. But I think the Chargers and Justin Herbert right now are primed. They are primed to win now, man. This is a solid team, a good mix of youth and veterans. So I am very much looking forward to watching the Chargers this year. And I got Justin Herbert in like 4 leagues, man. I ain't even playing. So I'm going to ride or die with this dude. You know what I mean? And let's see what Kellen Moore can do with him. I think they're going to be good for each other though, man. So that's going to be interesting to see. So now I got to go and give y'all my number 3 squad. All right. This one was probably one of the more disappointing teams last year in the league. And y'all know why. It was Russell Wilson just didn't have it last year. Does he have it still? We don't know. I know Jersey doesn't think he does. So he might be right. I don't know. But I got the Broncos finishing third. I know they're going to be better with Sean Payton. I just don't know how much better right now. They lost some key pieces on defense. That defense should still be really good as long as the offense can keep them off the field for a little bit, man. Russell Wilson, you got to start cooking, bro. For real. You got to start doing something. Jerry Jeudy, unfortunately, though, just suffered another hamstring injury. We don't know if he's going to be there for week 1. This guy has all the makings and has shown the signs of being a legit wide receiver 1 in this league, but he cannot stay on the field, man. So young in his career, being injury prone, it's not a good thing, man. But I'm hoping that he can be out there for the majority of this season. We'll see. But if he can, that's going to change everything for this offense. All right, because it's all going to revolve around Javonte Williams running the football. Tore his ACL last year and his LCL. My boy's coming back healthy this year. So he's going to get that load, man. He's not sharing carries anymore, so it's all on him. Now, if you got a healthy Jerry Jeudy, that's going to help out in the pass game. Okay? They did lose Tim Patrick again for the season, man, and I feel so bad for that dude because 2 years in a row in the offseason during training camp that his season comes to an end due to an injury. So feeling really bad for Tim Patrick, but they still got Cortland Sutton there, and they went and drafted Marvin Mims Jr. In the second round out of Oklahoma. So they've got some pieces there to work with, okay? They really do. But the AFC is just too loaded. I love their defense. I really do. I mean, the number 14 last year, number 10 versus the Rush. There was number 11 versus the Rush. And you know what, y'all? I think I just got my notes mixed up. This is embarrassing. You know what it is? It's because I didn't take another drink of beer. Cheers. It was actually this defense that was number 14 overall, number 10 versus the Rush, number 13 versus the pass, whereas the Chargers wasn't quite as good, but they were very good against the pass. But anyways, they were number 14 versus scoring, this Broncos team. It's got to get better. As long as the offense gets better, you're going to help your defense out, and it all comes around. Of course, who? My boy, cornerback Patrick Surtain II, one of the top 3 corners in the league right now, in my opinion. And then you've got one of the best safeties and hardest hitting safeties, Justin Simmons, back there, anchoring that whole DB room. Randy Gregory is going to be a big question mark this year. They didn't get to see him last year. And honestly, I didn't feel bad for the dude. He can kiss my ass after the way he did my boys. But it doesn't matter. You know why? Because Parsons took your spot, dog. So you better do something in Denver, or you're going to be out from there too. All right? So, the linebackers, though. That right there, Josie Jewell, he's going to have to really ball out this year. I expect him to be a monster, but he's going to need some help. That's why they brought in Frank Clark from Kansas City. So, it's going to be interesting to see how that linebacking group does against the run, and I like this defense a lot, guys. If that offense can help them, mark my words. All right? Mark my words. JP, what is up, my brother? Yeah, happy holiday weekend, my friend. So did I miss you talking about Derwin James, WWE slamming Travis Kelce? Yo, y'all remember that? I think, what was that? Was that like scrimmage? No, that was during the game. That was that. Damn, that's right. Y'all remember that one, man? Yeah, Derwin James is a monster, man. He don't play, dog. That's gonna be a hell of a rivalry this year. I'm gonna love watching them KC and LA Chargers games, man. Absolutely. So now I gotta go to my fourth. And first of all, y'all already know who it is. Raiders fans, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you're mad, I don't care. Jersey says KFC. That's KC for those of you that don't look like KFC. They got a team now? Are they sponsoring somebody? No. It's the Chiefs, man. That's what he's talking about. LA Chargers number 2. He's got Vegas number 3. I know he's a lot higher on Vegas and Jimmy G than I am. We've had this conversation over and over. And then he's got Denver finishing 4th. So, and my brother Ignacio seems to agree with him. Says, I'm right there with you, Jersey. All right, I don't care. It's me against the world. I don't care. Okay? It's all good, man. But seriously, I got to go now to my number 4 squad, who I think is going to finish last. And that, of course, is those lowly Raiders. Now, they did finish 3rd last year at 6-11, but that shows you just how bad the Broncos were last year. All right? Thing is, the Broncos made some moves. They got some guys coming back healthy, and the head coaching change is really big for me. As for the Raiders, your head coaching change for last year, to me, is your problem. Okay, I am not a fan of Josh McDaniels at all. At all. Even for what he did back in Denver, like sometimes it left you scratching your head like, what is this dude on? What is he doing? You know what I mean? So I got the Raiders finishing 3rd. I don't know, man. Their offense was ranked number 12 last year, okay? Number 17 in the run, number 12 versus the pass in the pass. So the one thing that they tended to do during certain games last year was they would like really force feed Devontae Adams, and then like they'd get ahead and lose a lead, and then when they needed him again, they forgot he was there in the 4th quarter. It was weird. It was weird. So they get rid of Carr. He's gone. So now Devontae Adams ain't too happy about that. And now we got Jimmy Garoppolo stepping in, and I'm not as high on Jimmy Garoppolo as some people are. He is a game manager. He needs a good defense and a strong run game to help him. Okay, he's got the run game. Josh Jacobs, by the way, he ended his holdout. He agreed to a new deal with the Raiders for 1 year for $12 million, and they shouldn't be able to franchise him, tag him next year. So I expect him to ball out again. All right, Josh Jacobs is going to go off this year. So that's going to help Garoppolo. The problem is the defense. That defense last year was ranked number 26, number 19 versus the run, number 29 versus the pass. Not very good. They didn't get much better, y'all. It still goes around. Now, they do have one of the guys who's a dark horse for me for Defensive Player of the Year is Max Crosby. Guy's a monster. But other than him, you've got a past his prime Chandler Jones. Okay, probably better than anybody else they have on the depth chart. They did go and draft Tyree Wilson, the defensive end, on the other side. So that should help them first season. I expect him to be solid out there out of Texas Tech. They did lose linebacker Denzel Perryman. That's going to hurt. So, and their defensive backs, I mean, it's just there's nobody there that really scares you. Okay, you're looking at their defensive backs, and I mean they okay. They did bring in Marcus Peters, but yeah, he's past his prime. But he's probably better than what they got. They drafted Jacorian Bennett, so they're gonna have a rookie starting there. Ouch. Against guys like Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert twice a year. Damn, dog. Y'all going to be feeding that rookie to the Lions out the gate. So I expect that defense to struggle, and that means Jimmy G will struggle. But we'll see. That's why they play the games, right? But that's what I got for y'all right there, man. Run it down once again. I've got the Kansas City Chiefs repeating as AFC West champions. I got the Chargers in a close second. Don't be surprised, though, if they leapfrog them. All right? And I've got the Denver Broncos at 3rd, missing the playoffs because I don't think one of those 2 wild card spots are going to the West. And then I've got the Raiders finishing last. All right. So that's the way I have it, man. Let me know what y'all think. Like Jersey here, he says, I think the Raiders defense will be improved a bit from last year. Not a whole lot, but somewhat improved. We will see, though. That's right. I mean, we could be surprised, man. You know, like that rookie cornerback I told y'all about, Jacorian Bennett. Now, I fully expect Gonzalez to be like, you know, over with New England to be the dude there, man. But Jacorian Bennett could ball out. Who knows? I mean, we don't know with some of these rookies. So we're going to find out, though, really quick, man. Really quick. Jimmy G is like on a massive, like 3-year, $72 million contract. So they're gonna expect him to do big things. All right. He does got some receivers there. They did bring in Jacoby Myers. Okay, I'm not too big on him. Who else we got, man? I'm looking at the receiver. They got Jacoby Myers. Hunter Renfro. Y'all need to stop acting like that dude is invisible. Balled out a year before. All of a sudden last year, they didn't know where he was on the field. All right. And then you've got, of course, Devontae Adams, who's arguably one of the best receivers in the game. Not arguably, he is one of the best in the game. So this should be interesting division. I want y'all to come on my social medias if you disagree and let me know, or just put it in your comments right now, man. And let's talk about it, because that's why we're doing a live stream. You feel me? Now, it's time to keep moving, y'all, because I'm already an hour over, and I don't care. We're going to go to an hour and a half in this piece today because it's a holiday weekend, baby, and I still got beer to drink. All right. Let's keep rolling on, y'all. It is time for me to actually give you guys, Raiders defense was terrible last year, bro. They really were, man. They were. But now it's about that time, y'all. We're going to get into the main segment of the day. This is actually the second main segment B, if you will. Okay? It's time for us to go into our week 1 predictions. And y'all need to give me a second really quick, because there's some key games on the bill this week, but there's 3 that I'm going to talk about. Okay. And we're going to start with Thursday night, man. Let's just, forget all the, quit talking. Let's just get it on. All right. We got Kansas City versus Detroit opening up the season for NFL Kickoff 2023, Thursday night football. And this one is in Arrowhead. And this is going to be a game, y'all. I'm expecting a shootout, especially with no Chris Jones there. He's not going to be there. Nah, they play in 4 days, y'all. So he will not be there, and that is huge, especially against a very, very good offensive line that Jared Goff has there with the Detroit Lions. So it's going to be a shootout. I'm expecting. I would be very surprised if this is a low-scoring game. Like if both teams score below like 25 points, I'll be very surprised. Okay, but we just talked about the Chiefs. I gave you all my reasons. Pretty much, I'm going to give you the same reasons as to why I think they're going to win this game. I've got them winning this game. Okay? I think it's going to be close, though. It's going to come down to, I have a feeling it's one of those. I was telling Jersey yesterday on the Gridiron. Y'all go check us out, by the way. Follow us. And I was telling him, man, I just have that vibe. Like, this is one of those games where you're going to see Goff, like, all of a sudden put the team ahead by, like, 2 points. 2 minutes left in the game. And then all of a sudden, there comes, Patrick Mahomes just trotting out there, and he's just chilling. He's always got that kind of relaxed, like, all right, man, let's go. Yeah, let's do it. That's what I think we're gonna see. And you guys already know, man. If you got Patrick Mahomes in a 2-minute offense, then y'all just might as well pack it up and go home, because he's gonna get in that end zone or get them in field goal range if they need that. So, I think that defense is. They're going to get scored upon in this game. Okay. But they're not as bad as the Detroit defense. And if I'm looking at the 2 offenses, they're both explosive, but I'm putting my money on Patrick Mahomes over Jared Goff. You feel me? I know Mahomes ways to get guys open. The dude does amazing things with his legs. Jared Goff, on the other hand, I'm not going to hate on the dude. He is kind of resurged. He got a little bit of a resurgence to his career the second half of last season. Offense started balling out. Last 8 games, they were 6-2. Defense started playing better, but they were still the worst defense in football last year. So I've got to see it before I'm ready to believe it from that defense. So while I think the offense will score points this game, I don't think it's going to be enough. I see Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and their boys picking up where they left off in the Super Bowl after they freaking did what they did to the Eagles. That was so beautiful. It was beautiful. I think I'm going to go watch the replay just to celebrate an Eagles Super Bowl loss again. But I got the Chiefs winning this one, man. And I think it's going to be a good one, though. I think we're in for a very entertaining game. And I'm off that night, so I'm going to be chilling watching that game, man. So now I go to my second premier game of the week. Chargers versus Dolphins. And I got to be honest, y'all. When I was picking this game, or when I was looking at which other game I was going to have like as a key game, I almost picked the Bengals and the Browns. But I saw this one, and I'm just like, man, you know why? Because this is another one that is very capable of becoming a shootout. I can see that. I mean, you got Tua coming back healthy. Hopefully he stays healthy this year, because if he does, that's a whole different monster in Miami over there. And then, of course, you got Justin Herbert, and everybody there is healthy. So my thing here is which defense, which secondary is going to ball out. And if I'm looking at these two secondaries, okay, I'm telling you guys, man, I'm looking at I'm looking at the Chargers, and you got J.C. Jackson, you got Asante Samuel Jr., you got Derwin James back there. I love that secondary. I love it. Okay. And then you look at Miami, and while they have a very good pass rush, they do good pass rush, and they brought in Bradley Chubb from Denver in the middle of last season. I'm looking at their defense, and Xavier Howard is not what he was. He showed that last year, man. The dude's taking a step back. They were supposed to be pairing him with Jalen Ramsey this year, now with no more Byron Jones. And Jalen Ramsey's gone till December at least. So they're in trouble. The Miami Dolphins, that secondary is in trouble. They are really going to need that pass rush more than ever. And I don't know if they're going to be able to do it against the Chargers. On the road in LA at SoFi Stadium, beautiful stadium that it is, I see the Chargers winning this game, man. I really do. I really think that Justin Herbert's going to show out in this one. Kellen Moore's going to get pretty creative. You know, that's another difference here. Is like Miami right now, they got no film at all of Justin Herbert and Kellen Moore's system and what they're going to be doing. No film. As for the other side, though, that Chargers defense, yeah, they do. They got plenty of film, man. They do. Derek Ansley has a lot to work with as defensive coordinator, and it's just going to be interesting to see which one of these offenses just keeps it rolling. I'm all in with the Chargers. I actually see them winning this game by 10 points or more. I love what they've got in the two speedy receivers there, but that's not going to be enough, man. Chargers are just too well-balanced offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball, and they're at home. I got the Chargers winning this ball game, all right? My brother Ignacio, see what you say, bro. Sorry, my thing's running kind of long today, man. Chargers versus Dolphins, Chargers by 7. Okay. I like that. Jersey. Jersey says he's got the Dolphins winning on the road. Okay, man. I like the little bit of kind of different takes that we're getting here in the comments. JP says I could see the Dolphins winning, but to another concussion. Damn, that's gotcha, bro. That's gotcha, man. But that's the elephant in the room I wasn't addressing, but we're going to talk about that right now, man. I really do hope that Tua stays healthy this year. I really do, because that offense is just different when he's there. All he's got to do, he knows he's got the arm to launch it. He doesn't have a lot of the accuracy, but he doesn't have to with those two speed receivers. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope that he can stay healthy, man. That first concussion last year, they had no business putting him back on the field a week later. None. So if he stays healthy, I'll be happy about that, man. But damn, JP got him getting a concussion in week 1. He's out of there. Damn, bro. Jersey says, damn, that's messed up, bro. It is, man. It is. But hey, man, that's the thing. No injuries, part of the game, man. And we hate it. We really do. But It is what it is, man. That's the way it goes. You know what I'm saying? So now let's get it all, man. I got to get to our last game, my last key game of the week. Y'all already know who it is. I could have gone to Monday Night Football because that Bills and Jets game, yeah, that's big. And hell, I might even just go live for like just a chat, man. Like go live wherever I'm at. Maybe like on Monday during the day after work or something, man. See if you guys just want to talk about that game that day. I might just go live. We'll see. But I think for me, it's got to be the Giants and the Cowboys. That one right there, Sunday Night Football. They already know the ratings are going to be there. It's a divisional matchup, opening weekend, national television. Let's get it on, baby. You got the G-Men who love to come in and just play that kind of in-your-face, smash-mouth football. That's what they do. They like playing defense. They like playing in the trenches. Offensive line should be better this year. You know, I broke all this down, y'all, in the NFC East episode. If you didn't hear it, shame on you. Go back and find it on Spotify or wherever the hell you get your damn podcast and check it out. All right? So, Giants are a better team now. The question is, how good were they really last year? A lot of people are like, no, they were a fluke last year. They overachieved. I agree they overachieved, but I don't know if they were a fluke. You know why? Because their head coach, Brian Dable, man, he came in. He knew exactly what he had to do. He knew exactly what kind of plays they had to be calling for Daniel Jones. And Saquon Barkley was that cowbell. And he's going to be again this year. Okay? Receiver is where their issue is. And yes, Isaiah Hodgins came on last year. And we're going to see if he can do it again this year. Darius Slayton is the guy that every once in a while, he'll give you like a 100-yard game, but he's going to get that deep ball here and there, stretch the defense, but it's not consistent. Okay? But the guy they went and drafted, Jalen Hyatt, that's the one that's I'm kind of worried about. I don't know about in this game, but I am worried about this dude in the long term. Okay? Because he's a speedster, man. He can stretch the field. But those guys are not going to be the focal point of this offense. Okay, at least not the pass offense. We all know it's going to be Saquon Barkley in the offense, but the pass game, it's going to go to a newbie that they brought in, veteran tight end Darren Waller. This guy is going to put up numbers. He is going to be the guy who kind of gets the bulk of those receptions and targets. And I really think that he's going to ball out. And don't sleep on Daniel Bellinger. Okay, he was a rookie last year who really, really showed a lot, man. That's another good one. We could be seeing a lot of two tight end sets with these guys, and that's going to be dangerous because you don't know if they're going to be blocking for Saquon or you don't know if either one of these guys is going to be going out for a pass. So it's going to be unpredictable a little bit for first few weeks. Okay, but defensively, they got a little bit better. They did go and draft Deonte Banks at cornerback. He should be starting week 1. We're going to see what he does, and he's going to be tested right off the bat, man, because you're going to have to deal with either – I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, hell, you've got 2 rookie starting cornerbacks this week, maybe, with Trey Hawkins III. Like, do y'all really want to do that? Do you want to do that to these guys, to put 2 rookie cornerbacks in their first ever NFL regular season game going up against CD Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and Michael Gallup? Dang. I don't know, man. But what I do know is Xavier McKinney, their safety back there, one of the best in the league. He's going to have to help these guys, man. He's going to have to be dropping back in coverage a lot, man, because the Dallas Cowboys, they are bringing a fully loaded team this year, y'all. Okay? And they are a contender in the NFC. All right? I'm not saying more than that. So I'm not doing this whole, it's our year. No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay? What's up, Mike? Yeah, got to say a big shout out, man, to my good friend Mike Prado, man. What is up? He is a Cowboys fan, y'all. Mike, man, good gente right there, man. Hope you're living well up there, up north in northern New Mexico. Good to see you on here with me. And while I'm talking about the Cowboys game, you chimed in just in time. So the Cowboys are bringing a fully loaded roster into this first game, y'all. Like, you got Dak Prescott, who is probably got the best team that's been around him in terms of since he's developed as a passer. When he came in as a rookie, it was a very good team around him, but they were based around the run. And now, man, they've loaded him up with receivers. You know, they helped on defense. That was another thing I wanted to talk about with the Giants receivers. Like, there's nobody elite there, and yet we've got 2 elite cornerbacks, you know, in Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Gilmore. Not to mention that freaking 3-headed safety we got with Donovan Wilson and Jaron Kearse and Hooker. So our linebackers. Oh, and did I forget to mention a man? I don't know, some dude who's people talk about on defense named Micah Parsons. Yeah, he's going to be giving Daniel Jones hell. But on the offensive side of the ball, man, Dallas is really loaded up, man. They've got, we're talking about Jake Ferguson, who showed so much last year as a tight end, enough that the Dallas Cowboys were comfortable with moving on from Dalton Schultz. I was kind of hurt by that. I like Schultz, but I get it. You know, actually, to be honest, Ferguson's a better all-around tight end because he can block. Offensive line is healthy. I'm worried about our depth, but as far as going into week 1, you know, we got Tyron Smith, we got Tyler Smith, Biotis, Zach Martin, and Terrence Steele, who just got a new extension today. Well earned. So we're good as long as nobody gets hurt. Knock on wood. No, that's not wood, y'all. Yeah, got it. Headway wood. Anyways, so our pass game, man, we're good to go. Looks like Jalen Tolbert's ready to take that step now as our number 4. Oh, and by the way, it looks like we're going to be using finally Kevontae Turpin in the pass game. And now, let's talk about our run game a little bit. There's no more Zeke. Got it. Moment of silence. The Zeke is no longer with the Cowboys. That's for you, my dog. But best of luck with Bill Belichick in New England. All right? JP says, we get it. You're a Cowboys fan. Okay, so I'm just pointing out facts, brother. Okay, when we're looking at this matchup, before I get to my prediction, which is probably obvious, but you might be surprised by what I'm going to say. But these are facts. These matchups, like, y'all are like severely overmatched with a few, you know, Andrew Thomas, of course, you know, Dexter Lawrence. These guys are legit. I expect Thibodeau to be a monster this year. So, but I will say this, man, even with these matchups, well, we got Tony Pollard running that ball finally. Cowboys fans been asking for this. No more Zeke. He's gone. All right, so we got Pollard taking the load now with Rico Dowdle as our RB2, and I think Pollard is going to go off this year. Just stay on the field, my dude. That's all I ask of you. Oh, and now I cannot wait to see that little mighty mouse we got there, Darren Sproles 2.0 by the name of Deuce Vaughn, do his thing, man. He really, really got everybody excited. When we drafted him, everybody was like, damn, because I saw what this dude did at Kansas State. People who didn't know, if you didn't know, then you were like, man, this little dude, really, what's he going to do? And then you saw him in the preseason, you're like, oh, damn. Yeah. So we're loaded, all right? Brought back Van Der Esch and Micah Parsons, Oso Digizua, who's primed to have a breakout season. No, Malik Davis ain't there no more, bro. He is on the practice squad, I believe. Did not make the cut, man. It was Rico Dowdle beat him out for it. He did. And it was Malik Davis's job to lose that RB2 during the preseason. And he did lose it because Rico Dowdle outplayed him in the preseason. All right, so that's what happened there. B says, yeah, cannot wait to see him go Deuce, man. We are all excited. I'm going to be hyped to see the dude here in the Deuce chants. That's going to be dope, man. That's going to be dope. But so when we look at all of this, oh, and don't forget, we got Tank Lawrence coming on the other side. Mozzie Smith finally there. He should be, you know, as I'm hoping as the season comes along, he develops as that run stopper. And now Zach Martin's back. So everything on paper says Dallas should win by blowout, but I don't think that's going to happen. I am picking my Cowboys. Don't get it twisted. All right, I'm picking my Cowboys to win on the road, to which they are 3-point favorites on the road to win. But I think the Giants they're gonna make it ugly. And what I mean by that is they're gonna run the ball. You know, they know Mozzie Smith is still developing right now. So what do you do when you have an elite running back like Saquon? He's like looking down that line and he's like, oh, the rookie. Yeah, you big, you strong, but you're slow off the line right now, dog. I'm coming at you. And that's what they're going to do. I expect to see them mixing it up with that and a little bit of a short ball game and maybe even sending Darren Waller to stretch the field, man. So they're going to come out with some new things. I got the Cowboys winning. I don't think it's going to be a big blowout. I think the Cowboys win by like 10 points, maybe even less, single digits. But do not be surprised, y'all. See, what the Giants cannot afford to do here, and I alluded to this yesterday, is they cannot afford to let the Cowboys go up by 2 scores, like by the second quarter. You know what I mean? And then come off the field again with the Cowboys coming off. Because the Giants are not built with an offense to go toe-to-toe in a shootout. They're not built to come from behind against really good teams and good defenses. So what they've got to do is use what they did last year. Run the ball, keep the offense off the field. You know, we've got that elite secondary, fine. And we're not going to throw much to those guys. We're going to use our tight ends, make our safeties come down, and also, you know, throw a little bit of Saquon Barkley at you. Oh, and every once in a while, you're going to see Daniel Jones take off running because he can do that very well. That is how they keep that clock running. That's how they keep defenses off the field. And now that's how the Giants that's why they won so many close games. They win ugly, but as long as you win, baby, that's all that matters. I think they're going to try to do that here. If Dallas gets ahead, you know, big early, it could be ugly for the rest of the night. But it'll be beautiful for me because I'll be like, damn, give me a shot at halftime. Celebrating already. But I don't see that happening, man, straight up. I think it's going to be a close game, but I got the Cowboys winning this one. And I don't care. I'll give you a score. Why not? I'm going to say Dallas wins 31-21. Cowboys win. All right. How's that? Is that a little bit of respect to your squad, JP, or am I hating on them still? JP says, Alex, sad. It's hard not to. Man, I am sad that Zeke's gone. Straight up, man. Yeah. But that's it, man. That's what I got for you guys on my 3 key games this week. Let me know what you guys think, man. I mean, what are you guys thinking here? JP, what do you think, bro? What do you think? Do you honestly see your G-Man winning this game? I know you guys are at home. And I'm saying, when we've talked about this in any division, when it's division, you throw records, you throw, you know, potential, you almost throw, I don't want to say you throw like the teams on paper out the window, but anytime you play a division rival, it don't matter what the odds say, it don't matter what any of us predict, because it's always going to be close. All right. I'm asking JP if he thinks they could win. Isaiah, what's up, Isaiah? He says, you know he does. Yeah, he does. He's got to believe in his squad, man. I'm just wondering if what I'm saying is too far-fetched, because on paper, man, the rosters are just very uneven. You know, they do have the better running back, but that don't mean that Tony Pollard cannot establish himself in that higher class this year. I fully expect him to. But, you know, you got to play the games. And we'll see how that turns out for him, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. I need you guys, though. I need y'all to do something for me, all right? As soon as this is done or whatever, man, I need you guys to go on and just any of your social medias, okay? I need y'all to share my pages, everything. Gridiron Nation, share it all, because I'm trying to grow, and I need you guys to grow with me. Help me grow. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. All right, let's do this, man. We're going to grow together, man, because most of you guys have been riding with me for day one. A lot of you guys have. I know not all of you, but it's all good, man, because some of you jumped along that I met along the way, and it's all good. But there's a few of you, man, that have been out there from the very first show. And I appreciate every one of you, and I appreciate everyone that supports the show every single week, man. Been trying to do this, build my brand here with Gridiron Nation Podcast. This is my baby, and I'm trying to nurture it, man, and keep rolling with it and make it grow. So what I need from you guys, though, and my social medias, Gridiron Nation Podcast at gmail.com. I do have some fan mail I'm about to read, but that one right there, that's where you need to send your fan mail to. All right, Gridiron Nation Podcast at gmail.com. I'll read on whatever y'all want to talk about, and we'll talk about it that week, all right, on next week's show. Also, hit me up on Facebook at Gridiron Nation or the number 1, or you can just look me up in the search bar, and you'll see it. Y'all see this logo right there? Look, where am I pointing at? Right there. Right there. Yeah. That's the logo you're looking for. Find me on Twitter at the number 1 Gridiron Nation. And y'all share. Like it, subscribe, everything. All right, YouTube, subscribe, everything. Need y'all to help me out on this. All right, Instagram at ggarcia_gridiron. All right, follow me on there. Follow me on TikTok. I'm trying to get more active on there. It's just, man, I'm not much on TikTok, y'all. I'm not much, but I'm trying. Okay, I need somebody to like get me like one of your kids that's like a teenager and knows about all this social media stuff and knows what everybody's on and what they're doing, what they're looking at, so they can give me some advice. All right, give me some advice. So follow me, subscribe to me, share. Yeah, man. And I'm gonna be doing some more giveaways this year. And we just did the first annual Gridiron Nation podcast fantasy football draft this week. Yeah, I don't know, man. I had a pretty decent squad, but damn, y'all, I did it again. I've gotten way too many leagues this year. Damn it. 7 freaking fantasy football leagues. Y'all, I had 3 drafts today, and one of them I couldn't figure out the damn Yahoo app. Jersey, that was yours, man. That was your league. That auto pick for me, and I was projected to finish last now. I don't know what the hell. But my other drafts, I did okay, man. I think I did all right. Drafted really well for the most part across all of them. So I'm digging it. So I don't know, man. But let me know how y'all did on fantasy, man. Let's chop it up about fantasy football. Maybe we'll do another episode during the season and see how everybody's league is going. And we're going to do a segment starting next week, every week, where we're going to be following. I'm going to be posting up a little graphic. And if it's not a live show, you'll still be able to see it on the when I record the actual video and post it up on YouTube. And I'll be naming it for the auto ones. But we're going to be talking about how the Gridiron Nation Podcast Fantasy Football League season is going from week to week. Okay, because I know a lot of you guys in here are in this league. And my brother Ignacio, we're getting you in next year, brother. Straight up. So y'all be sure we're going to be doing that during the season. And like I said, I got some prizes for the win for first and second place at the end of the season. So I've also got some merchandise coming up, y'all. My cousin Irene, I love you, prima. I meant to do it today, but it's been a crazy afternoon, y'all. But she actually made some like Gridiron Nation car coasters for me. She made earrings so that you can get them for your girls, fella. B, I can get you some. You can rock them on game day. You know what I mean? Support your boy and support the Gridiron Nation podcast. I got some merchandise, y'all. I got little bags, just little coin purses and stuff that she made. So I'm going to be showing them up. I'll post them up on my social medias, y'all. Y'all let me know if you're going to want some. This first shipment, I'm going to be giving them to you guys, my loyal listeners and followers, okay? But once these are gone and I got to get more from her, then it's time to start paying for them, and I'll be putting them up on a website. I'm going to be building a website that's going to kind of branch out to all of the podcasts that I will be affiliated with, Gridiron Nation, the Gridiron Podcast, and also the up-and-coming Arlington Renegades fan podcast. I want to know, guys, JP, all of you guys out there right now, I got a question for you. So I'm going to be doing this Arlington Renegades thing. And my brother Ignacio, you got any beer mugs? Not yet, bro, but that is a hell of a good idea. I'm going to get on that. I'm going to talk to Irene about that. So, anyways, where was I? I don't know. See, I look at your guys' comments, and I'm like, damn, squirrel. But anyways, man, so I don't even know where I was getting with that, but the merchandise. I've got this website. So I got a question for you guys, man. The Arlington Renegades fan page, I cannot use the Arlington Renegades in the name itself, okay? I've got 2 names. And when you're thinking of renegades, you're thinking like rebels, outlaws type of thing. So the first name I came up with was the Bandito Bunch. The Bandito Bunch. What do you guys think of that for Arlington Renegades fan podcast? The Bandito Bunch, or the other one was Raising Hell. The Raising Hell show. The Raising Hell fan show. Whatever. Hellraisers. I think I found, I don't know if there was already a podcast named that. So the Bandito Bunch or Hellraisers, aka Raising Hell. What do you guys think, man? Let me know which one you guys think is better. I want to get everybody's input on this, man. So that way I'm going into this and I know what kind of logo I want to come up with pretty soon here. So that way, by the time the XFL season starts, I've already established the show. I'm already episodes in and we're ready to roll with the fan base. Bandito Bunch sounds like a Taco Bell. Man, JP. That ain't right, dog. A meal, right? I know. He says a Taco Bell meal. That's the Bandito Bunch, baby. What about Renegade Bunch? That's the thing. I cannot use Renegades in the name, or else, the XFL can actually sue me until I'm actually recognized by them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're trying to do. It's part of a whole network of podcasts that represent the fan bases of each XFL team. They have one. Jersey does his, which is the sorry, babe. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not looking where I have it written here. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get this thing right. Fang Gang Nation. I was gonna say why was I gonna say the Viper Gang, bro? That's weird. Fang Gang Nation, which represents the fan base of the Vegas Vipers of the XFL, which they've had that some news going with them about them possibly moving cities. Don't listen to that right now. They're trying to find a new venue in Vegas to play in. So Fang Gang Nation show, y'all want to keep up with that and keep up with that squad. You need to jump up on that show, man, and catch up with what's going on, all right, with Jersey and what he's doing over there. So, but I cannot do the Renegade Bunch, unfortunately. All right. Enjoy brunch with Taco Bell's Bandito, but see, now I can't use that. Damn. I got my dude on here trolling my shit, man, straight up on the live stream. Yeah, man, I love it though, bro. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. But so that's what I got coming for you guys. And one quick note, just to give you guys a heads up. Next week, NFL starts on Sunday. So y'all know on my Sundays, it's all about football, baby. So my shows are going to move back to Tuesdays like they did during the season last year. I'll be doing my show on Tuesday, putting it out. So I'll give you all heads up every time ahead of time before it's going to be a live stream. Other than that, it'll be recorded and dropped on Tuesday by Tuesday evening. So I can talk about the weekend before and then preview the upcoming weekend in the NFL. All right. So that is what I got for you guys on this special Labor Day live stream edition of Gridiron Nation podcast. Each and every one of you guys, man. I appreciate all of you guys, man, for jumping on. You know, my brother Ignacio, Isaiah, Mike, B. Shout out to you, girl. Much love to you, especially Jersey, man. You were the first one on here, bro. I appreciate you. And JP, I don't care if you're trolling or not, bro. You've always been down with Gridiron Nation day one, man. And it's all nothing but love, and we have fun with this stuff, man. So appreciate every single one of you guys, man, for showing up today, helping me show out, man. So y'all already know. Before I roll out, I got a message for you guys, man, like I always do. All right. I always leave you guys with some kind of positive message. And no, I'm not talking about the message where I ranted to my Cowboys earlier. All right. But Cowboys fans, y'all need to use that message. If any of that hit home, it's because this damn shoe fits. So don't be getting mad at me. Go look in the damn mirror before you do that. Oh, wait. I did have a listener email. Really quick. All right, listener email. And this one actually comes, and I know he told me he wouldn't be able to come on the stream today because he's working. But it is my boy, Andy Henderson. And he wants to know, so he asked me, who is your dark horse pick for MVP? Oh, so I totally got this wrong last year. Josh Allen was my pick. And, you know, of course, it ended up being Mahomes. But Josh Allen wasn't a bad option. Now, I'm not going to pick who my MVP is because he's asking who my dark horse pick, which is a guy that I may not think is going to win it, but it's basically me telling you guys, but watch out for this dude just in case. Okay, and I thought long and hard about this, guys, and I know I'm going to give the AFC and one for the NFC. I'm going to give you the NFC one in a little bit because I already know y'all going to come at me a certain way. But so my dark horse sleeper for MVP for the AFC this year, Justin Herbert. Do I think he's the favorite? No. But what I'm saying is what's set up for him with the new offensive system coming in that Kellen Moore runs, with the weapons he has, with what the dude already does week in and week out. Justin Herbert is in a prime position to sneak up on that MVP conversation this year, guys, by midseason. Okay, and I'm being real about this. I know I tell y'all he's one of my favorite quarterbacks, and yes, but I watch this dude every single week, man. Every single week. So I will say that while he's not the favorite, I will be rooting for him to get into that conversation, and I think he will be in that conversation with Herbert. That's my dark horse for the AFC, Hendo. Okay? Now, for the NFC, oh, y'all going to love this. I am going for my dark horse. While he is not, I'm not saying he's in the conversation now. I'm not saying he's the favorite to win it, and I'm not saying he will win it. Well, what I'm saying is do not be surprised if my boy Dakota Rain Prescott comes up and puts his name into the MVP conversation by midseason. Okay? Dak is he's loaded. He's got a fully stacked offense around him right now. He is set up. It's a make or break year for him. We all know this, man. Me and Jersey talk about it all the time. This is the year. They got a 2-year window with most of these guys. Okay, Stephon Gilmore's here for 2 years. Brandon Cooks is here a couple years. So now's the time, though. This whole Trey Lance thing, while it wasn't meant for anything this year, the reason I think Jerry Jones didn't mention it to Dak is just to say, well, not that he needs it, but just in case Dak needs a little bit of a fire lit up under his ass, we're just going to give him a little spark with this. He's ready to go. Dak Prescott is my NFC dark horse candidate for MVP. And let's be honest, guys. You can say what you want about Hurts. Will he do what he did last year? We don't know. But as far as the NFC, you kind of got to look at guys like Dak and Hurts, and who else is there in the NFC that can be a legit MVP option other than Justin Jefferson? So I got Dak as my dark horse, and it's already good to see, man, that some of y'all at least they coming for me, man. Especially Jersey, man. Jersey, because I know, bro, you got your reservations about Dak, and for good reason. See, Jersey's one of these guys that he doesn't hate on Dak. He doesn't. He'll tell you straight up, I like Dak. I love Dak. I support the dude. But he'll say, I don't believe in him because he hasn't proven himself to him in the postseason. And I get that. And we've had this conversation. He'll prove that this year to you, bro. I'm confident of that. But he is a dark horse. And I think Dak's primed. He's primed to surprise a lot of people this year and shut everybody up about those damn interceptions, because he does not do that every year. And B, that's right. Go Dak, baby. Go Dak. JP says, I would definitely be surprised. I'm assuming you're talking about either one of these guys, but both of them definitely have the capability to do it. Herbert has the talent, and Dak just has the team around him to elevate his game. So we know what he can do in the regular season. But we're going to find out, y'all. And as Jersey says about Dak Prescott, he makes his believers this year. I hope so. I hope you hope so, bro. I'm hoping for that. So I'm about to get out of here, familia. Man, it's time for me to go up inside, pour another beer because I'm almost on empty. And much love, man, to each and every one of you, man, from my heart. I appreciate every one of you guys for jumping on tonight and just sharing with your Sunday evening on your holiday weekend with me, rocking with me tonight, man. And some of y'all, we're going to be texting tonight. We'll be texting about football news, everything, man, whatever it is. Whatever y'all want to talk about, you hit me up with some questions in the email. All right, like I told y'all before. We're going to give it to you one more time. I got to scroll up here. I got all kinds of stuff here on my presets and my captions, though. But one more time. All right, Gridiron Nation Podcast at gmail.com. Facebook, it's at Gridiron Nation 1, and Twitter at the #1 Gridiron Nation. So hit me up with your listener email, guys, and I will read it every single week, man, and we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk. If you're a gamer, let's talk games. If you're anime, I don't care what it is. Let's do it, man. That's what we do here at Gridiron Nation. All right, man, so I'm about to get up out of here, guys, but like I said, the message this week, man, and it's something that reminded me, like it just came to mind because of what I told you guys at the beginning of the show about my mother. She walked this dark path, this dark battle with cancer twice, man. And she's come out on top both times. We're going to keep her there. You know, she's got a good support system too. So what it taught me, though, was walking through that tunnel. Sometimes, man, no matter what adversity, I always talk about that. I know, guys, every week it's like, right, you got to get through adversity. But that's because we all face this shit in life every single day in one form or another. You know what I mean? So I guess the bottom line is when you're in a dark place, man, and you're like, you don't see a way out, you can't stop searching, because you cannot have darkness without light. There's light somewhere. It's there. You just got to find it. And when you do, you reach for it and you hold on to that shit. All right? Don't matter what you're going through, man. There's going to be darkness, man, dark times in all of our lives. But don't give up. Don't give up. Please don't give up. Don't ever give up. Whatever you're going through, man. If you need to reach out to somebody, you always reach out. But just remember, man, you need the dark to find the light. All right? And the light will always help you. It's always going to guide you out of that dark space, man. And by the time you climb up out of that dark hole or walk out of that dark tunnel, brush yourself off and say, all right, I'm ready to go again. Here we go. And you continue on with your journey, man, because that's how we do it. We got to stay positive at all times. Like my brother Ignacio always tells me, we always got to stay positive, y'all. No matter what, there's a reason every day to be negative. And it's hard sometimes not to be. But you know what the challenge is? You challenge yourself to stay positive. And I guarantee you keep your mind in a positive mindset, man, you're going to see what amazing things you can do every single day. All right. I am out of here, familia. About to get up out of here and go enjoy the rest of my evening. But before I get out of here, this relates to the message. No matter what life throws at you guys, no matter how strong it's swinging at you, no matter how many times it hits you and knocks you down, you get up and you learn the timing of each and every one of those shots that they're throwing at you, that life is throwing at you, and you learn to adapt. All right? Because in the words of the great Bruce Lee, y'all, all you got to do is be water, my friends. That's right, baby. I am out of here, familia. I'm going to catch you guys next week. Tuesday, we're doing this. I'll probably go live maybe Monday before the show. I don't know. We'll see what's going on, man. I might go live if some big news breaks during the week, man. But I'm going to holler at you guys, man. Thank you for joining me today. We Gridiron Nation, baby. Out of here, familia. Peace. Enjoy your weekend. Find your place.
About to take a dip in the pool. Keep your gear on though, no skinny dip in it here. Esto es para todos, it's a family affair. Now that I'm making it clear, I'm elevating the vibe. Time to get the party jumping, gonna give you the mic. Cause everything feels right, I'll never let it be wrong. Just kick your feet up and find your summer groove in the song. Because it won't be long before we're back on the grind. You can tell who worked tomorrow cause they're watching the time. But I'm gonna get mine, man it ain't even 9. Where you going? Sit down, have some tequila and lime. The wicked one another anthem in the form of a rhyme. I had to come with something different and fresh for summertime. Call your friends and familia, let them know that we're here. Southwest summer, and it's my time of year.
Gonna let the